Waris Diri was born into a nomad family living in the Somali desert near the border to Ethiopia in 1965. At the tender age of 5, she was forced to undergo the inhumane procedure of female genital mutilation. This horrible tradition is still practiced in many countries around the world today. According to records kept by the United Nations, more than 8,000 girls become victims of this horrible crime every single day. At the age of 13, after being forced to marry a man who was old enough to be her grandfather, Waris fled her homeland. After a daring escape and many hardships, she arrived in London and initially found employment as a housemaid and later at McDonald's. At the age of 18, she was discovered by one of Britain's leading fashion photographers, Terence Donovan, who thought she would be the perfect model. She quickly became an international celebrity. She was given a part in the James Bond epic blockbuster The Living Daylights. In 1997, at the height of her modeling career, Waris spoke for the first time with Laura Ziv of the women's magazine Marie Claire about the female genital mutilation that she had to undergo as a child. The Secretary General of the United Nations, Kofi Annan, appointed Waris Diri as a UN Special Ambassador for the elimination of female genital mutilation. In 1998, Waris wrote her first book, Desert Flower, an autobiography that went on to become an international bestseller. She later released other successful books, including Desert Dawn and Desert Children, which launched with an European campaign against FGM. In 2010, she founded her own foundation called Desert Flower to reflect the broader approach to addressing female genital mutilation through economic projects in Africa. In March 2008, producer and Oscar winner Peter Herman commenced with the shooting of the film Desert Flower. The initial filming took place in Djibouti with mostly amateur actors. Further locations included New York, Berlin, and London. Waris Diri served as an associate producer for the film, which was directed by Sherry Horfman.
Hi, I'm Waris Diri. I've been fighting female genital mutilation for 12 years, and the problem is still here worldwide. Every 11 seconds, a little girl is mutilated somewhere in the world. It has nothing to do with religion, cultural, or tradition, but against the all right of humanity. It's crime, it's cruel, it is unacceptable. I need you to come together and let's fight this problem and wipe it out. Not tomorrow, today. There is no place in this century, in such a horror, we cannot accept. So join me to wipe this out. Thank you.
I have chosen to talk about Waris Diri because she is an important figure and most likely the first to stand against the practice of female genital mutilation. It is hard to believe that this is a popular practice in certain regions of the African continent. This is not only a practice that discriminates based on gender or sexuality, but it is a practice that first of all is extremely offensive and disrespectful to the human being. No one, regardless of culture, tradition, or religion, should go through such suffering because of their gender or marital duty.